People, I'm just gonna make a short video on how to use this Allosun digital fence tester. It's for testing electrical fence wires, and I got this on Amazon for about $28. It works with a 9-volt battery that goes back here. It does not come with the battery, even if the ad says it does. It does not come with a battery. It comes with a little white box that's on top of it to protect this hook and shipping. That little white box is not the battery box. A lot of reviews I see say, hey, I got the box, but it didn't have a battery in it. That is not a box for the battery. It's just a space filler for the shipping. So just go get your 9-volt battery. And the instructions for this thing are kind of vague, but I'm gonna show you how it works. You take the little metal ground spike, just stick it in the ground and touch the metal hook to the wire. And this thing reads in 1,000 volts. So when it says 1.7, that's 1.7 thousand volts. My electric fence generator says it puts out about 1,900 volts. So with the length of wire I got run, there's a little bit of voltage drop. So 1.7 thousand volts is plenty. It does shock my dogs. It keeps them away from the fence, and it works fine. But that's all there is to one of these things. I will tell you, when you get an electric fence energizer, get one rated for about twice what you need. I've got a yard about 150 feet by 100 foot. So I just needed the 2-mile generator. I got it at Tractor Supply. It's by American Farm Works. But if you need to cover a mile or less of fence, I would get the 2-mile. If you say you're trying to cover 5 miles of fence, I would get one good for 10 miles. I would always get a generator, electric fence energizer, rated for double what I think I'm gonna need. But for most yards, to keep your dogs in the yard, the one by American Farm Works, that's a 2-mile, it's a cheap one, it's like $35, works fine. But this thing, you just stick the stake in the ground, touch it to the wire. I got 1.7 thousand volts, which is plenty for a large to medium-sized dogs. So I know this fence is working. And you want to test your fence in a lot of different points all over your yard and just make sure it's working. I've got a jumper wire run over here to this section of fence from the main part of the fence, so I need to make sure it's working everywhere. But anyway, that's the Allosun fence tester. I got this on Amazon. If you got any questions, just comment below. Thanks.